This is DVD. Welcome back to DbdKmp Plays Legend of Zelda. Link to the Past. Now, I woke up only a few minutes ago, and Devil's Line has an episode called Ouroboros. That's the first time I've ever heard of that name before. It's been a long time since I actually heard that name. Anyway, a few things I got wrong in that video. I could have sworn I said pineapple because, see, on the pizza, it was a full round of pineapple, nut, pepperoni. Because, I didn't mean to even say pepperoni. I mean, other than the fact that when I said that, when they, like, overcook it or whatever, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That was the only time I meant to say anything about the pepperoni. But other than that, also, I also said something about, let's continue on and hopefully get the rest of this game done in this video. No, I didn't mean that. What I meant to say when that video was, let's get the rest of this, pinned it done, or boss, something like that. But nothing about no damn, let's finish the game, because, that's going to take a while. I could try to complete the game, but you realize how long that would take, especially when you're recording it. It would take me a little bit longer unless I just, skip out a bunch of crap and stuff like that. And even then, it may take me a while because, actually, it would still take me, a long way in total. It may not, it may not show it on the actual recording, but it would take me a while before I would go, oh, sure, I'm done with everything. And, there's one particular place I gotta practice, and it's not the beginning or the end that I have to worry about. It's one place I have to particularly go to because it involves lighting torches. Yeah. Been a pain in my backside for a long time now. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to record this one session and then I'll be done. But this is actually officially episode 11 of DbdKmp Plays The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Anyway, let's get on with it. Hey, here he is. Here's DbdKmp, the wanted man. Search Teamwork, come quickly. And that's exactly what happens if you defeat that guy. So if you want to, take advantage of it if you want to, but you'll never see those guys again. After the event's coming up. Anyway, I meet you momentarily. Now, if you want to do this trick, you don't have to. Anyway, she built your body with medicine and magic. To get in such a free potion is quite a bargain. Yeah. Anyway, what you can do is do that, just to take advantage of it. There you go, there you have it. That's just a refill magic in case you can't find it anywhere else. Because you don't want to go a very long ways before you fill it up or whatever. Or if you're really low and you just want to, Anyway, see you momentarily. Now, here, hold on, let's make sure we're recording. Yeah. You'll find a heart underneath the rock. Anyway. Other relatives of the wise men, hiding from the evil wizard followers. Period. You should find them. Period. You might want to get used to this kind of sound when you come down here, but anyway, what I was talking about was there's a secret treasure trove of rupees in this house that you can't find unless you somehow randomly fall down the hole. And the one I was telling you about last episode, you know? Yeah, it's like a secret room, but, I mean, you wouldn't know it until you come out of the house. So, yeah. Anyway, see you momentarily. You see those guys that keep popping out of the bush? Yeah, they're gonna disappear. They can either find them now or don't at all, doesn't really matter. Won't change nothing. Alright. So that's all they do is they shoot up for rupees, which is fine if you want to collect rupees from them, but anyway. Important lesson. Do not use the magic mirror in this dungeon. The Pendant 2 dungeon. Because that's why. The best bet would be to either go out from either one of those sides. It was shown before. Anyway. Your trial in the desert has made you stronger. Period. The blood of the hero must be in your veins. This guy pretty much says the same thing every time, even if we go. I've already been up there. We've been there. Check out the cave east of Lake Hollow. Strange and wonderful things live in it. Anyway. Now, so this man is more important for something much later. It's still optional, but just like that is when you talk to him, he says nothing. Okay. Well, as you can tell, actually, we could have started from the sanctuary or DbdKmp's house if we wanted to do second pendant since it was available. I think we have already done that, but since we're ready to do this, makes it much easier instead of having to climb all the way up there. There's also some other things we're going to do, probably in the next episode. At least before we continue on to do that one thing. Actually, since you've already seen this part, I'll be back. Now, you might be wondering why I avoided the bats. Because you don't have to, only if you're trying to collect rupees and stuff like that. And you don't have to fight them. But, yeah, I just had to leave them alone this time. Anyway, see you momentarily. Now, this is a bit of an optional thing. You might notice that my hearts have gone down because I was attacked. Anyway. Wonder what could be in here. Almost anything we find is about optional, except for main things like pendants and stuff like that. Oh my. What could this be? No, that don't work. You found a piece of heart! Exclamation point. If you can't beat his eyes, Azarilla, you must somehow make your way to the top of Spectacle Rock. From there you can reach the Tower of Hera on top of Death Mountain, period. And another way to find fairies. In case you need to get them. But I found it easy to get it in too. So I could pin it anyway. This is another ledge. And that's how you would normally get to this ledge. Anyway, see you later. This is what happens when you have the moon pearl. You can change your shape. Question mark. You aren't just a normal guy, comma, are you? Wow! Exclamation point. Really like he's yelling anyway. Your shape didn't change, exclamation point. You got the moon pearl, comma, huh? Question mark. Now, before we go, I don't particularly care for this order, but it doesn't really matter. See, with the fairies down at the bottom, it's probably because I got the blue medicine, or whether I bought it at the shop, the magic shop, first. Yep, and then I went and captured a fairy. So, anyway. Okay, now it's important not to stay in the builder because it'll draw you right back to there. And unless, of course, you need to be in there for some reason. Right now, we don't need to be right now. Alright, see you momentarily. Okay, and we're back. We're here where we need to be. I might just skip out and go to the boss since we've already seen all the floors. I think that's what we're going to do. Because, yeah, we just need to take on this pendant. Like I said earlier, we could have just taken on this one anyway, and then gone back to pendant number 2. But we needed all 3 anyway to continue on. But either way, we have to go upstairs now. See you momentarily. Now you might be wondering why I'm on this first floor here. Because this is the first time this has ever happened where I did it again. This time I did it on purpose. Actually more accidental. When I was trying to fight one of those guys, you know, the enemy that you actually had to fight in this room. Yeah, it was the first one. It was right here. I fell right down. I think it was the first one. So I can't remember either way. It was just, I fell right down to the hole. Anyway, I'll be back. And at this point, we're going to have to probably fight some of these guys. We don't have to fight them all like we did last time. Anyway, see you then. Okay, if you're worried about hearts, I wouldn't be, but I would flip a switch. Yeah. Although, wouldn't hurt. see you in a moment. Okay, so yeah, you flipped one of those guys. And they're more common in the dungeons anyway, because you'll have to be flipping switches anyway. I got a heart, which was weird that it popped up anyway. And I forgot that it was up here, but if you run out of hearts, you go up here. Because you will run out of hearts. Unless you reset the dungeon. But even so, this boss, you have to stay on top. And this is not going to be an easy fight. Let me tell you right now. This is one of the hardest fights you'll ever find. He is actually the first boss to ever be really... If you think the first Pendant and second Pendant were hard, wait till you fight this guy, because it's not just about surviving, it's about staying on the floor. Otherwise, it just resets. Of course, that's the same thing with any boss, except the fact that this guy can literally knock you off. And, of course, we did get a bit of spoiler, so yeah, we're on the 6th floor here. This guy, oh my god. You don't know how much pain in the butt this guy is. And you have to face him again. That's what I've been told. And this fight ain't gonna be easy. You gotta strike his tail. You gotta try to dodge him. And we'll be back momentarily. There's something else here. Before we continue on, you might notice it looks like you can bomb some places. You can't. They're just there. That's the way it is through each and every dungeon. It's common in these places. It can fool you and think that there's secret passages. There might actually be. But since you're playing it normally, like I am, except that this is emulation, that's the difference. Yeah, that's not possible. But again, I mean, it might be some kind of a secret hidden thing that might be with the developers or something, I don't know. I have no idea. Although there is that score thing at the end of the game, so I've heard about it anyway. Later. Now, if you don't hear me talk, it's because I'm trying to concentrate, and if I try to talk at all, it sounds like I'm lower than anything, so there's no point in me talking while the mic is covered. And while it's true, I could just edit it out, but the whole point is just to kind of be a part of the game, so the only minor difference is some of the time I won't be talking, and that's when I'm using both controllers. I mean, both controllers, both sides of the controller. Alright, here we go. Oh! Okay, I admit the first time I actually did that myself purposely. Okay, I'll meet you back up with the boss. Okay, round 2. No. Round 3? I don't know. The only effective weapon against him is the sword. So don't bother with anything else. Oh, I could try a bomb. Nope. Nothing. As you can tell, yeah, that's what I mean by hard.